our living heritage. We are very proud of all our various strands of heritage in Drumsna. The oldest living strands are the beautiful trees that are growing in our locality. We are all the guardians of the many trees. On your entrance to the village, you will find a fine selection of fruit trees. And going back some years ago, we all decided to use up the ground to plant some trees. And one or two people in the committee decided we could put in fruit trees. So one thing led to another, and we decided to plant fruit trees. So next thing, some other one decided that maybe people in the village would like to donate the fruit trees as a member of their family, or for their family that had passed away. So up in our orchard, you will find 58 trees planted by people in the village, and the fruit of them can be picked by anybody that's passing in or out if they want to do some cooking, or by the people that own the trees. And as you come down the village, then you will see the main street all planted with maples. And you can carry on. They are planted years. I'm not sure how many years ago they're planted, but by the committee that time, and a lot of work went into that. And they're all matching trees, both sides of the street, and look gorgeous in the autumn time when the leaves turn. And then you carry on over by the quay and down to the Shannon, and you will find a lot of native trees over there as well. And you'll find down there at the Shannon, you'll find some ash and some alder, which are grow well down by the Shannon, down in boggy areas. And their flowers are called catkins, and they form in springtime and later develop into egg-shaped fruits. That's the alder. And then we have the silver birch, which can be called the downy birch either. It's a dazzling silver birch. It grows up to 80 foot, and it is very popular as a garden tree due to its silver trunk. And then we have the rowan tree, which is the Irish rowan tree, and it's known as the mountain ash, and it grows to 33 foot. And it has red berries and make tasty winter snacks for the birds. Now we'll move on to the hazel tree, which you'll probably find down there as well. The hazel sturdy tree produces delicious hazelnuts that little animals like squirrels and mice love, as lots of humans who eat the hazelnuts with chocolate as well. Now we have the yew tree. The yew tree is one of the oldest trees, grown up to 65 feet. The male tree produces cones, and the female tree makes bright red berries. Beware of the seeds, they're extremely poisonous. But birds can take them for the seed. They throw the seed out, and there is no harm to them at all. Once they eat the pulp, they just throw the seed out, and they know enough to do that. Now, the oak. The oak is a true guardian of the woodlands, and it can reach a massive 130 feet in height, 5 times the size of a normal house. There are 2 types of oak. One is the sisal oak, and one is the pediculate oak. But a fine tree, and the little cones on it is lovely, easy for picking up and that kind of thing. Now I'll move on to Scots pine. The Scots pine was common in Ireland 1,000 of years ago, but the tree died out before it was reintroduced. Its pine cones are a favourite of the native red squirrels. And we can move down now to where the wildlife area down here at the Shannonside Walk, and all the alders are all down here, and you can see the little catkins on them. Now the tree is totally deciduous, gone in the winter, but has lovely branches, and it's a lovely walk for anyone that likes that kind of thing. Cross over to the other side of the Shannon, or the other side of the bridge, you will see the willows. The golden willow, the grey willow, and the earned willow will be over there. And they are very large trees, and people love to photograph those trees. And they are all along the side of the bank, and it's a gorgeous walkway, and you can see right down to the Flaggy Bottoms, they called it long ago. I was never down there, but swimmers go down there, so it's a lovely spot for them. But and we have the benches along there, and people can sit down there and have picnics and sit there and talk about tranquility. It's lovely. And not only that, but we have a bird watching table down there. And we also have bat boxes and all this stuff up on the tree, so there's lots of activity for anyone that wants to sit down along there and keep eye. But you could also spot robins, blackbirds, mistle thrush, you can siskins, or I'm not sure about goldcrests or house sparrows, I'm not sure about them either, but yes, the starlings, all those birds are down there to see, and it's a lovely spot to visit. And the swans are huge, so if you're ever passing that area, please bring a picnic with you and sit down there, and you will have a lovely afternoon.